This is a cool piece of equipment used in logging. But if you think that forestry is just about cutting down trees, let's go talk to some real forest professionals.
The job I have, which I think is a great job, does a little bit of everything. We manage all aspects of the land. It's dealing with whatever things have changed and how you're going to fix it, deal with fire, deal with reforesting, deal with new challenges, environmental change. So we're having to think a long time into the future in terms of how we're going to deal with it.
We're always going to have to manage natural resources because our urban interface with these resources is always expanding, and we need to manage that zone.
Do you feel like you're always going to have a job?
Absolutely. We use trees and forest resources for lots of different features, products that people don't even realize.
What kinds of jobs do forest professionals do? What kind of things do they do in the forest?
Well, there's a whole bunch of different things as forest professionals. I mean, we can either look at, for this particular GPSing and with these units here, timber cruisers do it, so they do evaluation of the timbers. They determine what species are in there, what's the size, the age, and from that they'll come up with a compilation, which is basically taking all that information, compiling it through a digital program, which is another great thing. So. There's so many different facets you can get into, and then that'll spit out a volume by species, by area, and so that's one side of it. Then there's a silviculture side of it, so we call it site plan forestry.
So growing trees.
Growing trees.
Yeah.
So starting from the harvesting, where it's been harvested, which is kind of what we're doing. We'll do full management, so we'll do set up for the harvesting, we'll lay out the areas that are going to be harvested, we'll construct where the roads go. So just like a city worker designs where a new road's going to go into a subdivision, very similar.
Okay.
We're using the same type of technology.
And a forest professional does that. They plan all this out.
Plan everything.
Here, for example, people really wanted to protect that really unique environment. So then we work with the local communities, the folks that are near here and who wanted to protect that. We worked with the previous professional foresters who had actually planned some cut blocks in this area, right? And we sit down together, we discuss of all kinds of different opportunities as to how can we protect that unique pieces here. Maybe there's other places where we can harvest trees or whatever, right? So really at the end of the day, what we're doing in this case here mostly is we're doing minimal impact to the environment, maximal benefit to people, right? And in all kinds of ways. Could be financially, could be health-wise, right? Could be even at the level of your spirit if you believe in that kind of stuff, right? So it's really cool.
My job as a natural resource manager is primarily the culture referral. So we have, over the past 20 years, have documented cultural sites, culturally modified trees, and any sites that are significant by oral history mostly. So once we've found any culturally modified trees, such as a tree like this or a plank tree, I will take that, add it to our traditional use study database, and I will make a map using ArcGIS.
Silviculture foresters collect survey information, tree planting information, or planners take this out for site plans. They bring it back into the office and we upload it into our databases, and we use that information for reporting, GIS, or just general decision making where we're going to lay out blocks.
What's GIS?
Geographical Information System, so mapping.
Oh, so you can make a map out of information they put in there?
Yes. It's important for us to be able to make choices that are good for the environment, that are good for financially for the company, and we make those decisions based on the information that we have collected out in the forest.